What's going on, sports cards fans? Ray from Philly here. It's the night before Thanksgiving. It's Wednesday, November 23rd. Hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. As you can see by my screen here, the topic is Pete Rose. A week or so ago, Pete wrote a letter to Commissioner Manfred about lifting the ban from him that he got banned back in 1989 by the former Commissioner Bart Giamatti. This is from TMZ Sports. Here is the exact letter. I'll read it to you quickly. To Rob Manfred, Commissioner of Major League Baseball, I have apologized many times, both for betting on baseball games while managing the Cincinnati Reds, and then for denying that I did. I'm writing today for three reasons. First, because of my age, I want to be 100% sure that you understand how much I mean it when I say that I'm sorry. Second, to ask for your forgiveness. And third, because I still think every day about what it would mean to be considered for the Hall of Fame. The two most important people in my life were my dad and my manager, Sparky. My dad introduced me to baseball, and Sparky taught me how to play it. Both set an example for me in how to live my life that I sometimes have failed to live up to. I think every day about them. I know I disappointed them, and I hope that they would still be proud of me. What helped me set me down the right path was Commissioner Giamatti telling me to reconfigure my life and the belief that they were watching me and that I didn't want to disappoint them anymore. I also know that I disappointed many Reds fans and baseball fans. Besides spending time with my kids and my partner, there's nothing that made me happier than playing baseball in front of the fans. That I let them down and brought shame to the sport we all love is something that I think about every single day. So he goes on and on asking for forgiveness. Despite my many mistakes, I'm so proud of what I accomplished as a baseball player. I am the hit king, and it is my dream to be considered for the Hall of Fame. Like all of us, I believe in accountability. I'm 81 years old, and I know that I have been held accountable for that. I hold myself accountable. I right now to ask for another chance. So that's the letter. Commissioner Manfred responded back saying that he's holding his stance on lifting the ban. He firmly believes that betting on baseball deserves a permanent ban for life from baseball. So it's already been addressed. The commissioner's already addressed it. So my thoughts on that is I agree with the commissioner that he should not lift the ban for Pete. I'm a huge Pete Rose fan, and he meant a lot to me as a Philadelphia Phillies fan in 1980 and 83. And I don't believe that the ban should be lifted. However, these are two different things. And Commissioner Manfred's response was also saying to Pete, however, I think really, Pete, your beef is not with MLB, it's with Cooperstown, that you should approach the president of Cooperstown and ask to be put on the ballot. MLB has nothing to do with that. They're two totally different things. And I agree with that. I really feel that Pete has wasted his time approaching MLB to have the ban lifted from MLB. Here's one thing though about this so-called ban. He got banned in 1989 for betting on baseball while he was managing the Cincinnati Reds. The ban says you can no longer play, coach, or manage or participate in any MLB activities whatsoever. That ban really is a joke because since 1989, how many times has MLB asked Pete Rose to be a part of many, many MLB activities? Starting in 1999, when at the All-Star game, he was voted on the All-Century team, and he was on the field at Fenway Park that MLB invited him. So I have a problem with this. So I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been banned. If I had to do it all over again, I would have agreed with Bart Giamatti and he should have been banned. But how can you say you ban somebody if one hand you're saying you're not allowed to coach, you're not allowed to manage, you can't play, you can't participate in any activities, mister, for the rest of your life. Oh, by the way, can you come to the All-Century Team celebration? Can you come to the Big Red Machine reunion? Can you come to the 1980s Phillies reunion? Can you come to this? Can you come to that? What is that? Like, why is MLB saying on one hand you're banned. You can't participate. But they constantly ask him. Even Pete said it. They've had a celebration for him outside ballpark where they named the street Pete Rose Way. Whenever they need a sellout and they have to sell a bobblehead, they call Pete, and Pete's there. It's very contradicting. I don't agree with MLB. If you're banned, you're banned. You should not participate anything. But they have him participating in everything. So if you're going to have him participate in anything, then lift the ban. I'm not saying he shouldn't have been banned. He should have been. But how can you ban someone and then still have him be a part of many, many, many activities? It's wrong. MLB to me looks ridiculous that they're trying to hold their stance on banning him. And when he asks to have the ban lifted, they say no. And then they turn around under their breath on the other way and they say, oh, by the way, can you come for next year's 45th anniversary of the Big Red Machine? Really? Like that's, if I was Pete, I wouldn't even do it. I don't know why he does, because he loves the game and he loves the attention, but that's just me. He should have been banned. And MLB is really not upholding or staying with this ban because they constantly have him participate. His son was at his first major league game playing years ago, and Pete asked if he can come to watch him play, and they said no. He had to buy a ticket though because they can't prevent spectators from buying a ticket, which I felt was wrong. So anything for his son, that he had to come and buy a ticket. But when they ask him to come and sell tickets for a bobblehead or for a reunion of some sort, they ask him and he comes. It's just messed up, in my opinion, that they do that. So, but I believe Commissioner's right. Commissioner Manfred's right. He shouldn't lift the ban. And his beef, though, Pete Rose, is not with MLB. It's with the Hall of Fame. I understand why Pete's going to MLB. He wants to feel like if he gets the ban lifted from MLB, that'll help him get in the Hall of Fame. Maybe, but he really should go directly to the Hall of Fame president and ask to be put on the ballot. Here's the one problem with that, though. He can't skip. He's never been on the ballot. I don't know if any of you know that. He's never been on one single ballot. The thing is, he can't skip and go right to the Veterans Committee or Errors Committee. He has to do the protocol of being put on the BBWA writers ballot first, and that's 10 years. 10 years, even if the Hall of Fame allowed that now, Pete would be 91 after 10 years. Then would get put on the Errors Committee and have his peers, if any of them are still going to be alive by then, to have his peers vote. I think the Hall of Fame is wrong for not at least putting him on the ballot and letting his peers or the writers take it from there. Should he be banned? Should the ban from baseball be lifted from MLB? No. Should he have been banned? Yes, he definitely should have been banned. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Yes, absolutely. He should be in the Hall of Fame for his accomplishments on the field. Here's the other contradicting thing now with the Hall of Fame. I've already acknowledged MLB and how they've banned him, but they keep having him participate in activities. Now with the Hall of Fame, they won't put him on the ballot, but yet he's got more items in the museum than anybody. Probably more than Babe Ruth. He is represented very, very well in that museum. The bat he broke Ty Cobb's record with, the uniform, you name it. There's tons and tons of things in the Hall of Fame. So you can't have a day with a plaque, but he's practically in there anyway. To me, it's ridiculous. Now, my thoughts on the steroid guys, I don't have a thought on the steroid guys. I don't know where I stand on those guys. That's a totally different issue. But the Pete Rose thing, he should not be lifted the ban from baseball. He should still remain banned forever from baseball, but he should be in the Hall of Fame. And he should forget about, if he's watching this, forget about approaching Commissioner Manfred anymore. Go right to the president of the Hall of Fame and ask for them to have you put on the ballot. At least this way they could say, look, we tried. It's no longer on us now. Let it be up to the writers and see what they say. If after 10 years and Pete's still alive at 91, then let his peers vote for it. And if they still reject it, then the word is final. That's it. But I really feel he should at least be put on the ballot. But the ban should not be lifted. But he should be put on the ballot. Anyway, there's my thoughts on Pete Rose. I love Pete Rose. He meant so much to me as a fan of the Phillies. He really is the main cog and the reason why we won in 1980. And he deserves a day to be put in the Hall of Fame. When people say, no, he bet on baseball, he can't be, but if he can't be put in the Hall of Fame, he's already in there. Go in there. If anybody's been in there, go in there. He has represented a lot in there. So give him a plaque and be done with it and have the ceremony. That's really what he wants. He just wants his legacy to continue in the Hall of Fame, and I can't blame him. He should be in the Hall of Fame, but the ban should not be lifted. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Like I always say, have fun with it. I'll see you Friday night with another Carl Yastrzemski card for the Carl Yastrzemski PSA Basic Topps Run. Until then, guys, I'll see you real soon. Like I always say, have fun with it.